Beautiful.
For real, for real, for real. Yeah. Sleep on them, that's Tempur-Pedic.
Yo, what's up with y'all, man? Hope you guys doing good, great, awesome, and all that. And before I continue, if you're new and you love the NBA, check out my content. Just give me a like. So, the other team that would possibly be able to get Carmelo Anthony, besides the Rockets, that Carmelo Anthony has shown slight interest to, is the Portland TRAILBLAZERS.
Boy, if you don't get...
Now, this would create another big three in the West, and this would weaken the East more than they already are. Now, the first thing that I gotta say when I see a TJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and Carmelo Anthony on the same team is they're going to be a wonderful, one of the best offensive teams in the league, hands down they will be. But on the defense, yeah, they are gonna struggle defensively.
Yeah.
We all know Damian Lillard's not a strong defender. He struggles on the defensive side, and so does CJ McCollum. That's why they were not as good last year as they're expected to be. And we all know how Carmelo Anthony is on defense. He's not so garbage a liability, but he's not like a game changer when it comes to defense either. Now, in my mind, I have to imagine that Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum. I feel like Damian Lillard, he has to see, he hands down has to step up on defense if your team is willing to bring in Carmelo Anthony. Okay? He is the leader of that team. He's the heart and soul of that team. So you have to show your team how to win. He needs to take initiative and be a better defender. At least show effort. 70% of defense is from effort, and he doesn't show that. And CJ McCollum, hopefully he just gets better at defense as well. What will the TRAILBLAZERS have to give up? So if you guys didn't know, the TRAILBLAZERS had this rookie named Zach Collins. I believe he's a power forward or center. I'm not sure. I don't know much about him. The TRAILBLAZERS would have to give up a few picks, of course. They had a whole bunch of picks this upcoming draft. I don't know why they didn't make a trade for anybody then, but it doesn't matter now. Dude named Caleb Swanigan or something. I don't know his name. He's a rookie. He's supposedly really underrated. I haven't really heard about him like that, but that's that. And then they can also trade Maurice Harkless. If the TRAILBLAZERS are willing to give up a 3-and-D power forward, let's say a pick, and also maybe one young player, that would be a steal. Like, not a steal, but that would be a really good haul for the New York Knicks. Better than the Rockets could give you for sure, and any other third team. And again, this is a risk for the Portland TRAILBLAZERS, because if they don't see success in that absolutely loaded West, then you could possibly lose your assets that you traded to the Knicks. And then you can also lose. You guys have to remember, Carmelo Anthony is a free agent this upcoming season, so he could just walk off for free. And the Portland TRAILBLAZERS are stuck in the mud with nothing. So this is a risk in my opinion, but you have to believe in CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic. Okay, this is going to be a really offensive-oriented team, kind of like the Rockets last year, just shoot. Okay, but if this happens, hey, this is going to be one of the most fun teams to watch in the West. The East, oh my god, the East just got so much worse, dude. And if this trade does end up happening, regardless if Melo goes to the Rockets or the TRAILBLAZERS, this would mean that the Eastern Conference has lost 4 All-Stars in Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Paul Millsap, and Carmelo Anthony. By much on 99. Carmelo Anthony wasn't an All-Star last year. I don't care. He's an All-Star in my mind, okay? Hoodie Mojo. But if the TRAILBLAZERS are offering, like, let's say a Maurice Harkless, which if I'm the TRAILBLAZERS, I'm praying that they don't ask for him because he's a really good young player on a really good contract too. He's still improving. He's still young. It'd be smart if you traded that Swanigan guy or Zach Collins in a pick, because CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, they're young. Yes, they're still young, but they don't really have like time to wait on those guys to grow and develop. This trade would make sense for both sides. I'm not sure how the cap thing would work, but if I'm the TRAILBLAZERS, I just try my 100% best to keep Maurice Harkless. Because if you keep Maurice Harkless during this trade, that means you have a lineup of Dame, CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, Maurice Harkless, and Jusuf Nurkic. That's a really good lineup, okay? That's a top 5 Western Conference teams in my opinion. Then you have a for sure 100% chance to make the playoffs. Right now, they're iffy to make the playoffs. And if I'm the New York Knicks, on the other hand, I am definitely trying to snatch up Maurice Harkless, yeah. And then you have to escape with Zach Collins or a pick. Either one, I'm pretty sure they're trading Zach Collins. He has to be on the way out too. But that's how I see this trade working overall. TRAILBLAZERS, if LeBron's planning to make a super team, decides to hit up Carmelo Anthony and be like, hey, come over here. That's raps. for the Trailblazers, because now you're left with nothing, no young players, and you're left with the same, just about the same roster. Melo should give this a shot, if anything, because he knows he'll make the playoffs. He can make some noise in the playoffs. Overall, I can see this trade working out very, very well. Their offense would be one of the most exciting offenses to watch, just because how well Dame Miller and CJ McCollum can run off of screens, and we all know how Melo is. And yeah, this would be one of the best teams. Portland was already one of the best teams as soon as they got Yusuf Nurkic, which was surprising. It'd be interesting. They'd be able to put up a fight against teams like the Warriors. See, they could put up a fight against any team in the West for sure. They'd have one of the best offense, hands down. Top 5 offense in the league with Melo on the Trailblazers, guaranteed. But this is the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think about this. Give me a like and subscribe if you're new, and give me your like regardless. Okay, I'd appreciate it. It means a lot, and I'll get right with you. Hoodie Mojo out.
So I just left with the Jesus.